しょ。やっていこうかな。
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again. The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
動かすの？これ。
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
うわ
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The
Whoa,
old
oh,
rattled
man.
and grew still.
Oh dear!
あ、ごめん。
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your screen.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, we're dead, Walter.
また俺やん。もうなんやねんってマジで。
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
こうや。
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Wow.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ooh. Huh?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
キモすぎるやろ。
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
ハッピーエンドを見たのかも。どこがやねん。もうなんもない？そう。ちょっと BGM を下げようかなと。これぐらいでいいでしょ。
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
で、これでオルゴールが使えるようになったと。は？なんでセーブ入んの？気持ち悪い。暗すぎやろ。関係ねえわ。よし。はい。これで地下室に行けるようになりましたと。
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
破傷風の注射をまたするわよと。なんかドラゴン作ってたのかな。
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
何も見えません。
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
洞窟。
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
1968年。さあ。
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
何ですかこれ。
I always expected to be dead
おお
tomorrow.
おー、めっちゃ
But if
敵
you wait
が。
long enough, you get used to anything.
拾わなあかんやあれ。
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just
2005年。
stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
天使味が
Maybe
でき
it
始
got
めて
tired
る。
of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
はい。
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
待つのは終
I
わり。
have to leave. Well, I still can.
30年もあの缶詰を食べ続けてるとかも頭おかしくなるんじゃん。よいしょと。
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara,
バーバーを殺した何か。
and Molly,
そしてモリ
and Calvin.
ー、さらにカルビン。カルビンは違うやろ。
Maybe this is all a mistake.
カルビンさんは
But I need to stop living the same day,
ブランコで空飛んでったや
even
ん。
if it kills me.
壊れました。
Whatever's out there,
しゃ
I want you to know I'm ready for it.
はいはいはいはい。穴ちっちゃいですね。
I'm going to appreciate all of it,
すべてに
especially
感
the
謝
food.
特に
I don't mind if I only have a year left,
残された時間が1年でも別に気になら
or a
ない。
month,
それか一月、
or a single week.
もしくは1週間だって。
I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
あらまあ。
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
ウォルターさんは缶詰食って列車にひかれたと。ピーチ、あ、全部桃か。やば。2005年って。
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
私がウォルターみたいになって。
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two,
ひょっとすると
I
2
thought
人。
it was time I heard the stories for myself
誰？もう一人。
and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
問題すぎやろ。
Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
ウォルター。2005年。こっちか。そういえばさっきこっちから電車が。あ？
I don't know if I should even be writing
何やあ
this.
れ。
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
私と共に死んでしまった方が。
But I thought you should know about your family.
でもあなたに家族のことを知ってほしかった。
And the history you're a part of.
俺腹出てる？デブ？こっちか？
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
はいはいはい。さっきからカンカンなってんのはあそこか。あ、ズームアップできる。知らなかった。
I think the people in these stories believed them,
あ
for
くまで
what
私
that's
の意
worth.
見だけど。カンカン。
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
あ、ここってあれやん。カルビン君が飛んだところやん。あっちにカルビン君、なんか、あ、あれは、何だっけ。スウェンさんのお墓かな？
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
あらま
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
あ。どんな家やん。
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but
これを認めるのは恥ずかしい
the
けれ
pet
ど。
cemetery may be more uncomfortable than the human one.
嘘やろ。やば。猫。オリバ
3
ー
of the。gerbils were mine,
Huh?
and 2 had been my fault.
そのネズミのうち。これは犬？そう、ここ。え、あれ？カエルもお亡くなりかな。
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
家を建てたのはスベンだけど、墓地をデザインしたのはイーモリー・フィンチ。これが猫のみたい。カルビン・フィンチ。じゃあこれ人か。カルビンさんの方か。スベン、エディ。デザインが天才すぎないか。あ、人がおる。天才やろこんなん。やっべ。バーバラしょぼ。
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea.
オーディン。
My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went
エデ
away.
ィにとって過去すぐそばにあった。
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
あれがなんですかねって感じ。あ、これ見れるってこと。あ、見れるやん。
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
あれがさらわれた家かな。あれがカンカンってなってるのか。特にないかな。もう OK。 こっち戻んの。
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
グレゴリー、サム、ガス。
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
二人の私たちもとても当然だと。なんて読むのこれ。ルイス、サンジェ。ミルトン調べれるやん。
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were
Milton
putting
やっ
up
た。
a monument, not a tombstone.
母さんは記念碑だと主張した。どういうこと。
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, no. Oh, no. っていうか、ずっとミュートで喋ってた俺。恥ずかしい。
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Sam. じゃあサムおじいちゃん見てみましょう。
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
あ、ここが
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Smile, Dawn. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
これか。
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
何をすればいいか分からへん。なんかおるってことやねんけどな、多分。もうどこやねん。めんどくさい。これのもんどこ。もう一回行くか。違うねんな。分かった分かった。ここか。違うねん。なんもおらんけどな。あれじゃないの？手前か？なんやねんこれ。あ、そっち行けんの？
Definitely should not have drunk all that
お前か。
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it sound like I'm done? Nothing quite like being outside. Oop, a little more gas in the tank. Hey!
もう撮ろう。汚いわ。
That's a keeper.
汚いわこれ。
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don.
コーヒーか？
You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
オッケーオッケー。
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
なんかおるんですか？
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish.
Dad!
Good eyes,
ああ、
Don.
向こうおるやん。
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
これじゃない、どれ？お前が撃つ前ってさ、どこにいるん？お前か。
Dad, I...
Just
はい。
let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don!
うおう、シャッターと同時に撃っていく。めっちゃ悲しんでるやん。顔めっちゃおじさんやねんけど。
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
あ、俺が向こうに行けと。こうか。どこ？ここか。やば。おっとっと。よっしゃ。
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don.
ああ、怖い。
Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
おお。え？
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
サムさんマジですか？衝撃的な写真やん。絶対絶命じゃなくてもう死んでますやん、写真の中で。やっば。こっちか？
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Huh? サムちゃう、グレゴリーちゃんが次はグレゴリーちゃんです
Dear
ね。
Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
あ、動かせるこれ。あ、動かせる。
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
あ、アヒルがついてくる。あ、はいはい。で何すればいいんこれ。あ、カエル投げた。え、あ、カエルなれる。え、
Remember, Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
はい、ちょっと待っておきまーす。この間に遊んどきま
Sam,
ー
I
す。
told you I don't want to talk right now.
おえ
I wonder what he saw.
よいしょ。アヒルをゲット
What
してい
his
く。
world was like.
何このゲーム。よいしょ。えい。で、どうすんの？ちょっと待ってや。え？どうすんのこれ。おー、よいしょと。
He reminded me so much of Captain.
おお
Lost in his imagination.
おおおお、いろいろ来た。どうすんの？これこれこれイエーイ。カエルさんをひっくり返してジャンプ台になる。クジラの上乗れへん。うえー、おお、なんか来たなんか来た。おおおお、来た来た来た。はい。はい。はい。え？
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Huh?
I wish she could have told us about the world he saw.
え？はい。え、ちょっと待って、これやばくない？
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything.
カエルになった。はいはいはいはい。僕はカエルです。
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
君のせいでこうなったんじゃない。
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
君の幸せを願ってる。コメントなし。はい。かわいそう。これがこの扉も開きません。こっちか。はい。
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
はい。
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
はい。はい。ヤコラセット。
I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers.
これ触ってええんか。なんか下におりそう。
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
カルカッタで家を建築するプロジェクトに参加していて、私のサンジェイに会った。
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
だと思う。降りんのこれ。でえええこれ戻るんかな。 ち入れる？入れへん。サムおじちゃんただいま。
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
コメントがあるってことはこっちで合ってんのかな。こっちか？違う。外か。こっち？待って。こっちは来そう。はあ、違うっぽいな。こんばんは、グレゴリー。セーブ中って。もう一回だけ。もう一回上に行ってみる。よいしょ。こっちか。こっちっぽい。あ、こっちか。
My mom moved to India a week after
ここが。
graduation and got a job teaching English.
はあ、
Louis was born a year later.
わあ、危ない。誰かわからへん。
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
家をまた増築しなければいけなかったけど、いいよ、そういうの。はい。お邪魔し
And
ま
for a
ー
while, things were good. Almost normal.
す。学校やん。
But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
終わりの始まりは、イディがお城をプレゼントしたミルトン10歳。とりあえず覗き穴に。ミルトン。
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
ミルトンは危ない。ミルトンは死んでないんか。1992年生まれで。死んだ確か何回見んねんってこれ。いらんいらんいらん。よいしょ。
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family. 血と絵がうますぎるんちゃうか。うお、やば。どこでもドアやん。そう。
ルトン王子様になってる。デュアル食法のバッテリー残量が少なくなりました。はいはいはい。よいしょ。はい。ミルトンさんへ。
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
こうか。で、あ、こうか。おー。あしゅう。おー。おー、ええ
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
えミルトンさん、どこでもドア作ったんですか？マジっすか？
Mom spent months searching for my brother.
母さんな。
Then she sealed the doors.
どこでもドアや。ほんまの。うわ、薄っぺらいな。あ、でもちょっと、この間に挟まってるんちゃうか。
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
上に行くんかな。
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but
母さんは
I
イ
think
ー
Lewis
ディを
blamed
咎めた
himself.
けれど、ルイスは自分を責めたと思う。
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
缶詰工場の仕事を見つけてくるまで。上はああ、なんもないよ。こっちか。はい。よいしょ。いいよ。
Lewis's room smelled very, very
ルイスの部
familiar.
屋は懐かしい匂いがした。
That part of
彼の
him
その
lived
部屋
on.
に気づけていた。はい。
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
これがルイスさんかな。
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
何これ。あ、なんか溜まってく。お
He kept working at the cannery.
これで OK？ これ
But he withdrew part of
これ
himself.
はい。はい。
In our sessions,
Hey.
I saw the same behavior.
はい。はい。
His mind began to
彼の時期はよく。はい。はい。よく何よ。え、彼の意識。あ、こっちを動かすの。ん、よくさまやりました。いや、むずっ。
I asked him to describe it.
左スティックでドラクエして、
He said he started
右スティックで
small.
魚の頭ぶち切りとかやばすぎやろ。邪魔やお前。邪魔や。じゃあ上や。
imagining a labyrinth.
難しい。迷宮を想像して
He'd feel his way about.
周りを探す。もうめんどくさいこの魚の頭ぶち銀の。なんやねんこれ。すると何かうごめく。
Bats
コウモリ。
and toads.
カタカタカタカタ。着替える。何これ。
And things that have not names.
え？なんか泣いてましたね。名のない者たち。
He knew it was all in his head.
これ頭切れた。頭切れた。
But he took it very seriously.
これはそれ真剣に進めました。
I had hoped he'd find himself.
移動を見つけてよかったですか。こっちか。はいはいはい。
But he found something more.
それ以上のものを見つけてしまった。おお。すごっ。急に
I
なんか。
worried about him then.
その頃彼の。
Daydreaming at the cannery.
カズレ工場で。
I
なんていう
spoke
の
with his boss.
あ、わからん。彼の上司にも相談しましたが、
But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
ルイスは物的な従業員になったという
tireless,
几帳面で
focused.
休みなく集中していると。
Like a whole new Lewis.
まるで新しい。
So I let him go on.
それで続けさせてしまいました。はいはいはい。集中しているっていうか。うわ。
I even encouraged him.
彼を励ますことさえしました。
It seemed very promising at first.
当初はなんとかなんとかが明る
He
く
told me he'd made a new friend.
新しい友達ができたと言っていたんです。犬ね。
On the edge of a city he named Lewis
Hey.
Topia.
ルイストピアと名付けたと。これ頭切るね。OK。
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
これは私はゆっくりとレンガ一つずつ
Then
築
he
き
made
ました。
musicians.
できるとミュージシャンを作り上げた。
And songs for them to play.
さらに彼らが演奏する音楽まで。
He talked about starting a band.
バンドを結成する話をしていました。
And he was always humming something.
いつも何か
Every day his imagination grew stronger.
うわぁ、もう魚まで出て
He
き
no
よる。
longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
魚切断に関しては
Then one
そ
day
の
it
ま
struck
ま
him
みたいな。
that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
やば、あいつらなんかめっちゃ変なとこ行くやん。変な動きしてる。
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
ルイージかな。
They begged him to
Yama,
stay,
yama.
but his mind was already wandering.
はいはいはいはい。
It became a game for him.
彼にとってはそれはゲームになりました。ルイストピアからの移動ですね。
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
都市を征服すると、そうそれやいなや次
New
に進む。
Lewis.
ニュールイスビル。
St. Louis.
セントルイス。
He started drifting away from our reality.
なんか右スティックもめんどくさい。
Minneapolis.
ミリアポリス。
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
ついにある日、彼は工場から帰
Even
宅
as
す
his
るの
mother
を忘れま
pleaded
した。
with him,
は？
part of Lewis kept sailing on.
え？母親おったん？
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a...
ルイスバーグという町で噂を耳にしたのは威厳のある女王
Handsome Queen.
ね、これなんかバグってないか。いや、目悪なるわこんなん。
The Queen was on her own quest for...
女王は自ら冒険に出かけ光り輝く虹を探しているという。じゃあ
Radiant rainbows.
わーい。あ、虹が。
He followed the sound of her.
彼は女王の出す音を追い、じゃあ銀のハープをたどった。
Silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
追跡の末、太陽の東、そして月の西にある黄金の宮殿にたどり着いた。はいはいはい。
Even then, his logic remained sound.
もう
He knew the world was
ゲーム変
all
わ
in
っ
his
たな。
imagination.
もううざいこの酒なんやねん。いっぱい出てくるな急に。気持ち悪い。消えろ。邪魔や。
But he was so proud of having created it.
痛い。邪魔や。なんやこいつ。こいつもか。ほら。鍵閉めんな。
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
うわぁ。これは帰りたくなくなるわ。
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping
そ
salmon,
して本当の
but
ル
the
イス
one
は
climbing the steps
酒を
of the
切
golden
っている
palace.
人物ではなく、黄金の宮殿に何とかする階段を登る自分だと気づいた。もう意
My
識がいっちゃってるや
imagination
ん。
is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
これには反論しづらかった。はい。最悪やんこんなん。嘘やん。現実世界戻ってきちゃった。一生このまま。
He began to forget the world we know.
彼は私たちの知るこの世界を忘れ始めました。うわぁ。
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
うわぁ。つらっ。
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
フィンチ。なんで9番なの？頭おかしなってもうとるがなお前。動いとらんぞそれ。俺髪の毛めっちゃボサボサやん。どういう頭してんねやろ。うわー。これか？辛かったよな。
I still
これ
thought I could save him.
それでもまだ彼を救えると思っていました。
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
すべての王様になることになったと聞いても。
The palace would be pushed with his companions.
うわー、あいつ行くべきじゃない。なんで俺なの。顔ないやん。お前の構え方好きな。
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on
中に
advising
は
him.
助言しようと言い張った。うるさっ。これかな。あ、もう変わらん。うるさい。あ、失礼します。頭刺さりませんか、それ。
His queen waited, holding his crown.
彼の顔を持って女王が待機している。うるさい。
There was only one thing left to do.
あとすることはただ一つ。
Bend down his head.
は？お
The
い。
rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
やばすぎやろ。あ、やっとうるさくなくなったかな。あの後、頭がおかしくなって、
On
自
the way
分の
back from
首を切って
Lewis's
しまったと。
funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
彼女はイーディに伝え
I'm
た。
not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
別れをたやすくしたかったのか難しくしたかったのかはわからない。イーディって誰や？書いてない人やな。
I wish we'd stayed.
越さなければよかったと思う。
But I understand why we left.
でもなぜ出て行ったのかはわかる。ちょっとこっち調べさせて。なんもない？なんもないね。はい。こっちは？
My mom ended up leaving
あれやん。
everything behind.
母さんは結局持ち物すべて置いていく羽目になった。
What happened that night had been coming
あ
for
の
a
夜に
long
起こった
time.
ことは来るべくしてきたんだろ
Maybe it should have come sooner.
う。もっと前に起こっていてもよかった。これ自分の部屋か、これ。上か？
But it had to end one way or
どうにか
another.
して終わらなければならないから。
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
あの夜のことをあなたに伝えるだけ。あなたって誰なん？俺か？はいはいはい。任せろ。
That whole last day,
あの最後の
Edie
日、
just watched us pack and
イ
didn't
ーデ
say
ィ
a
は私
word.
たちが荷造りするのを
Until
見
supper
るだ
when
け
she
で無言
raised
だ
her
った。
glass and said,
夕食の席でグラスを掲げ、
To
こ
our
う言うまでは
final night
共
together
に過ごす最
and
後の
all
夜。
our final nights apart. Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
ああ、おばあちゃんとお母さん喧嘩しとるんが。こっちか？
The power had been shut off that morning, but
その
Edie
朝
always
電気
had
は止
plenty
め
of
られてい
candles.
たけど、イーディはいつもたくさんのろうそくを灯して
When
い
my
た。
mom sailed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance,
お母さんが書斎を封印した
or that Edie had a key to it.
ここね。はいはいはい。お邪魔します。それ燃えへん？大丈夫？
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories! I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
誰これ？おばあちゃんかな？
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
今おばあちゃん目線かな？
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
マジやん。でもこっちまっすぐずっと来
I
たら
got
使わせないけ
turned
ど。
around.
動かされ。はいはいはい。何？おばあちゃんどうやって戻ってきた？
For a while, I wondered. I started seeing things.
うわっ、びっくりした。やめてくれ。
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
どこで喋ってんのおばあちゃん？あ？岩や。岩。こっち行けへん。こっちか。あ？こっちか。
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
うわ。
Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you
よっ
doing in
くし
here?
ょ
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
ちぎれるちぎれる
I kicked and screamed,
あ
but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
ーばあちゃんあ
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
彼女はもういなかったあ
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
ーピューン明るくしたのね
A few years went by.
はいはいはい何年か月日が過ぎたおお触れ触れ
My mom didn't like to talk about it,
母さんは話したがらなか
but
った
she
けれ
started
ど
getting sick a lot.
よく病気しちゃうおいおいおい
The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
少しの間良くなるとすぐ悪くなって
And then I was alone.
ええ
The last Finch left alive.
フィンチ家の最後の生き残り
Until I found out about you.
あなたのことを知るまでは
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
あなたに何を伝えるべきかまだよくわからない
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand
永
things.
遠に生きていたらいろいろ理
But
解
as
す
it
る時間がある
is,
のかもしれない
I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes
現状では見開くことくらいしかできない
and appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
ええ
This journal was supposed to be for you.
怖いんですけどこの日誌はあなたのためのはずだった
But now I hope you'll never see it.
でも今はこれを見つけてほしいとは思わない
I just want to meet you
ただあなたに会いたい
and tell you all these stories myself.
そしてこれらの物語を自分で伝えたい
But I guess if you're reading this now,
でも考えるに今これを読んでるとし
things
たら
didn't work out that way.
私の願いは叶わなかったってことね怖い怖い怖いなんですか
This is where your story begins.
これが
I'm
あなた
sorry I
の
won't
スト
be
ーリー
there
の
to
はず
see
だ
it. It's a lot
一緒
to
にそこで
ask,
見てくれない
but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
えなんか息子かなあ、ストーリーバイなんかジャイアントスパローこれで終わりか。へえ。セーブ中って。っていうか。あれなんか知らんやついる ちょっと見ときましょうか。ありがとう、ヨハン。チョコスモ最後に出てきたやつがヨハンって意味かな。ちょっとトイレ行ってきます。よいしょ。はい。すごいなんか変わったゲームやなーって。エンジョイセンキュー。ストーリーをリプレイする。違う違う、ほら一人抜けてる。ガスかな。ガスって読むかな。嘘やん。抜けてますよ。リスタートしますか。ガスってこれいけんのかな。あなたにするなんて書いてんのこの丸は。あなたにするつもりはこれのこれのなんてかわからんけど、ちょっとガス押してみようかな。なんやろ、なんでこいつらだけ出んねんな。 こいつ押してみようか。はい。セーブ中かな、ロード中か。どこやねんやろ。あ、ここグレゴリーさんのとこあったん
I
す
can't
か？普通
imagine
に
my mom ever writing poetry, and yet
こんなんあった？嘘やん。嘘でしょ。これ見逃しちゃった。グレゴリーさんのま
a
みに乗った
poem
の
for
ね。
Gus,
オッケーオッケーオッケー。
who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
はい、ごめんなさい。
Our father never hit us
上
kids,
さん俺
at
全く
least
無
not
視して
very
た。
hard. Before the day my brother said with teenage
ちょ
disregard that
読まして
he'd
読
be
まして。
dead before he'd see a
あ
wedding
あ、や
in
ばい。
our yard.
うちの庭でやる結婚式に出るな。はいはいはい、全回収。
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
ただ、全回収する？
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I read.
ママ、母はいらないと言ったのを覚えてる。どういうこっちゃ？こっちか？どこ？これか。はいはいはい。
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to
写
come
真を
here,
撮るのに
but
Come
Gus
here
declined,
こっち
and
に
as a
来いと
sign
お父
held
さ
up
んが
his
言ったら
middle
でも
finger.
ガスは拒否して中指を立てた。おお、やりますね。はい。
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and
風が
quickly
強まり
went.
荒れた鳥の群
But all
れ
the
は
humans did that
現
day
れ
was go
すぐ
inside
に
the
消えた。
tent.
でもあの日人間がしたのはテントに入ることだけ。もう誰もおらんやん。
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed
雨が
afraid
土砂降り
that
になって
nature
も
might destroy the
誰
tent
も
our
恐
dad
れな
had
かった。
crudely made.
父さんがなんとかに買ったテントが自然の力で壊れるなんて。うわあ。
The thunder sounded much too close and full
わあ、
of
すごい。
angry power.
雷
But all
の
my father
音は
said
大
to
き
this
すぎ
was
て
make the music louder.
怒りの力にあふれていた。でも父さんは音楽をもっと大きくというだけ。全回収する？ほらほらほら。あの日あなたのこと。ほら、うおっ、うわっ、危な。
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on
あ
that
の
day.
日あなたのことを考
Out there on
え
the
てい
beach alone,
たと言え
just
れ
you,
ば
the
よかっ
wind, the sea, and
た。浜辺で
foam.
一人ぼっちあなたと、うおっ、
But I didn't. Until we found you.
でも私は頑張らなかった。あなたが見つかるまで。で、
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
ガッさんはお亡くなりになったと。うん。すべての終わり。これで最後まで行って誰だっけ チョコスモのヨハンか。ヨハンにすべてのストーリーをエリスが伝えたのかな。一族は死ぬ運命やったみたいな。あなたするなんかこの丸が気になる。ちょっと一回だけ押してみよう。いや、ムービー的には同じところにあったから、こいつらは一緒に再生されますよってことか。そういうことかな。じゃあとりあえずこれで終わろうかな。すべての終わりということで。いや、はい、お疲れ様でした。